esteemed panelists, senior officials from the government, industry leaders, friends. We have about 25 minutes, so I have some good news and I have some great news. The good news is that we have a very well qualified panel, so we will make this as interactive as possible. And the great news is that we will not get the slip. Okay. I'll just set a perspective in a couple of minutes so that we can set the tone for this panel. Governance is tough, and e-governance is even tougher. The variables and the associations in order to dramatically change something which has been going on for many years and to re-engineer it and to create a change management ecosystem with increased capacity is a daunting task. We have been fairly successful if you benchmark us globally, considering the vibrancy of our nation, considering the differences in languages and the non-standardization across states that exists, considering the fact that we are the youngest nation on this planet. I think we have a lot to achieve, but both the political and administrative leadership of this country has put us, and we are at an important time in our history. The E in e-governance is constantly being debated, whether it is eliminated or whether it is electronic. When the Honorable Prime Minister talks about minimum government, maximum governance, there is an absolute wave across administrative heads, across states, in order to curb, curtail, and reduce the difficulty in the services that we offer and the practices and the policies that we employ. But there is one important perspective, and hopefully by the end of the session, this very, very knowledgeable panel will be able to put that in perspective, are the two key challenges. The challenges which constantly compares us with other sectors, especially when it comes to scale and reliability. Flipkart may have gone down umpteen number of times, but the experience when you deal with Flipkart is amazing. The most hated and the most loved website probably on this planet is the IRCTC website. It can give you smiles instantly and can drag you for hours for inability to do transactions. But let me bring an important item at this juncture, that e-governance is not just about converting manual processes, putting 4 computers. It's a fundamental transformation, it's an internal change, it's a discipline, it's a reorganization, it's a fundamental strategic framework formulation. And I think we all in administration have very well understood that, and that is the reason why we are here today to discuss not what e-governance is, but what it entails in the future and how we can build capacity. I think e-governance covers not just frameworking, but the e-services that you deliver to the citizens. There is a very wide concept called as e-democracy. You want participative governance. In 1947, we decided to fight against the British, and we decided to be free, and we proudly say that we are the largest democracy in the world. But the over-democratization of certain government departments and divisions puts us back. At that point in time, both political and administrative leadership with an appropriate will speeds through and gets you delivered. That's the reason why you see very fractured or different kind of development across states. While I have great respect for leadership, both administrative and political, across all states, what is most important is the realization that we are at a point in time in history where our youth is absolutely restless. They will suddenly tweet and put 4 Facebook posts. They will send you zillions of emails, and they want us to deliver. And let me assure you that the state that I represent is very much there in terms of delivery. And with a renewed leadership under the new Chief Minister, Mr. Fadnavis, we have a very clear-cut program and purpose. Improving internal efficiencies and the speed and accuracy are again 2-3 aspects that I think we will deliberate later in the panel today. I just want to talk about just 1 more minute about the initiatives that the state essentially has focused on. One of the key drivers of the government today is the slogan of ease of doing business. And you will be pleasantly surprised, or rather intrigued, that India's ranking on the index, on the worldwide index of ease of doing business, is about 140 odd. And the reason is because only 2 particular cities are surveyed. Up till last year it was Mumbai, and now they are also serving Delhi. And we have about 75 permissions if you want to start business in Maharashtra. You will be happy to note that through our strategic framework, we have been able to bring that down to about 25. And such and many more examples you will hear from an esteemed panel who are both administrators and industry leaders. So on that note, I welcome you all to an engaging discussion about e-governance, future, and capacity building.